So you got a strong man and a strong woman.
Right. That's still
eventually they're gonna crash.
Not necessarily.
No, because it's still masculine and feminine energy.
What you're thinking about is when you think of a strong woman, and a lot of people think this way, is that you're thinking of somebody that is maybe combative, argumentative, driven. They may work a lot, or they're like male haters, and that's not true. That's not a true alpha female.
Right.
A true alpha female is in touch with her femininity and understands the order of the energy. So she's going to naturally, if she's with a true alpha male, she's going to naturally submit, because he's going to naturally lead, and leadership inspires submission. So those two are going to go together. The last time I went last year, and I was in there for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half? Why?
In Delaware, from just waiting in line.
Oh, okay. All right.
They opened at 5 a.m.
Yeah. So
Man, they was getting busy. But I was in there. I got what did I get? I got the champagne toast, mahogany something.
Teakwood, yeah, that's that shit.
I ain't even cracked that yet. You got that for your shorties?
Hand out Christmas gifts.
They do though.
Yeah, so I got that. But that was a good weekend. I shopped. I did. I shopped. What about you, Jessica?
This weekend, just worked on my book. That's about it.
Oh,
I'm just writing. What are you writing about? What are you writing about?
It's just my second book of poetry.
About who?
About y'all niggas.
About, no, not y'all niggas, ain't shit niggas.
Ain't shit niggas.
Okay, just make that clear.
Also,
I already assumed that I wasn't in that group.
No, but I want to make it clear. Just
but more so just my accountability in it, like learning that the process of maybe it's a little bit of me sometimes, not very often, but maybe.
Just sometimes.
Just sometimes.
Okay, all right.
What about you? How's your weekend?
Mine was cool, man. I was in the house and I was reading, studying.
You have been doing that a lot lately. What have you been studying?
Well, right now I'm taking a political science course through Yale University online. So
Congrats.
I'm studying relax. So I'm studying the moral foundation of politics.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's deep.
Yeah, it's cool.
When you get through it, can you tell us a little bit about it once you like getting through it?
Yeah, I teach you a little.
Teach, I mean, because you'll be teaching. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate you guys.
he came over this weekend and we had a little bros Saturday night. Little bros.
Try not to make it sound gay, please.
How does it sound gay?
I instantly heard bromance in my head.
That's what it sounded like. Yeah, little bros Saturday night. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
I did have a ladies' night.
There's a way you could say that.
That was fun.
Was Margaret?
Yes, she was. Oh, she hosted it.
Oh, I was not invited.
Okay.
It was a ladies'
Let me
night.
shut the fuck up.
I was not. Oh, okay. Anyways, we had came up with a couple topics that later on we're going to discuss. But while we were doing that, we were watching Spence and Garcia fight. Well, we were watching the other fighters fight, and I don't know their names, but I know the one dude was getting beat up so bad. They stopped the fight. Like, he got knocked. I was talking to Jay. Me and Jay looking at each other, and then out the corner of my eye, I see him drop. 30 seconds into the first round.
Yeah.
They should have stopped the fight.
That shit was quick.
Dang.
It went down quick. It was like, oh.
4 rounds later, they called it off.
Yeah.
He was getting his ass beat. The one kid we watched, 6'6". He was sick. The kid was 6'6" with an 80-inch reach.
He was hammering his man.
And the dude he was fighting had to be like my height.
No, he was 6 feet.
He was 6 feet?
Yeah, he was 6 feet. But the kid with that reach, the kid was only 22, and the 6 foot man was 30. I'm sorry, he was 30.
Okay.
So it's like you could tell like he probably used to being a bigger dude in the ring.
Not this time.
No, he was a large motherfucker. He was fighting. He was was slugging this motherfucker. He was hitting him with everything.
Yeah.
Anytime he wanted to hit him, he was hitting him.
And the crazy
he stopped that fight too.
Yeah, he was hitting him from the corner because that's how long his arms were. Like that shit was crazy. But they stopped.
My man would be backing up, still getting hit, and it was like he didn't prepare for this shit because you could see the look on his face. It was like, how is he still hitting me? His arms long as fuck, dude. He like, you ain't practiced this? You couldn't call nobody?
That was like that fight last weekend. He not a fighter.
Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
That's Nate Robinson is the perfect example of a nigga saying I used to box. That's that nigga right there.
The memes that was going
Nate
on.
Robinson is that nigga like, what? I used to box. I used to be nice. You get to talk about how they used to be. It was like, I watch. I'll show you. Watch.
You watch.
Yeah, motherfuckers said,
lost to
watch.
YouTube
We watched you
sensation.
get knocked the fuck out.
Speaking of which, did you watch the Mike Tyson fight?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think?
Two old motherfuckers fighting.
But yo, the commentary was the best. They should let Snoop do the commentary of.
Apparently they're gonna start that. They're supposed to be starting a fight club
with Floyd.
Snoop. Yeah, with him
Floyd and the brother.
Yeah.
Floyd. All right, so the YouTube sensation's brother is a boxer.
Oh yeah, I
And
saw this. Yeah.
But they're gonna let Snoop do the.
commentary.
Oh
That's
my
gonna
God.
be
That shit would be
hilarious.
crazy.
Listen. Talking about crying, because I was crying on that one. Yo, you said you ain't watched the Tyson fight, right?
Nah,
Yo, you should be, the commentary on that, like when Snoop said, my two uncles in the backyard, they gave me a bro.
That's what it looked like though. That's what it looked like. It looked like the motherfuckers was
I used
in
to
the
love
backyard.
Boy Jones too when I was younger, and he was younger, and he could fight.
Yo, listen, I liked Roy Jones for like a quick minute until I realized that, to be honest with you, man, but this is true. Well, tell me how you feel about it. He was never really a good boxer in the sense of like the actual mechanics and the
boxing,
technical
yeah.
side of, you know what I'm saying, of boxing. He was a really, really good athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He had crazy quick reflexes, but as far as a
Boxer,
boxer
right.
was concerned, he was not technically sound at all, and that's why he was getting his ass knocked the fuck out.
And that's why he was getting his ass punished by
Yeah,
Tyson.
because that motherfucker legitimately.
But even back
like he was never
when
really good at making you miss.
Right.
For real, like in a boxing sense, he doing all this backyard hood shit.
Yeah.
You get older, motherfucker. A 25-year-old Tarver ain't going for that. He gonna knock your ass out.
Punishing his ass. But yes, Spence. So you said you didn't see the fight.
This weekend.
Errol Spence. So the kid Errol Spence came off of not boxing for 400 plus days. Was in a car accident. Tore his Ferrari all the way up. Found a new lease on life. Wind up start getting on a farm. He
got a farm. That motherfucker got cows, chickens, sheep,
horse,
all type of shit.
So, in my eyes, I was telling him, I'm like, this nigga ain't ready to fight. This nigga done came out to some.
He was out there hitting cows, hanging like in a meat joint. He was beating them joints up.
Well, he get the fuck out this Puerto Rican boy.
Man, he was punishing this dude.
I mean, he was wrecking this motherfucker. It was so bad. His corner was. Remember, he was like, "Stop letting him bing bang you." He bing banging and ting tanging you. He ping banging your ass all around the ring. I was like, God damn, you gonna say that to? That's like his dad too. That was saying.
That was his dad. That was
Stop
his dad.
letting him bing bang you.
Bing bang.
Like, pretty much. Look, listen,
Like,
man,
how do you-
This motherfucker he out here just pity patting your ass. That's what he
That's
said.
what he said. He pity patting you.
Pity pat your ass. Stop letting him play pity pat.
Hilarious.
Oh,
He beat him up, man. He beat him up. He gave him a nice little shiner on his eye. He gave him a nice little shiner. But I mean, when you got a person in a boxing sense, you're a counter. Like you know what I mean, you're not like an actual like you're not a person that's walking and trying to
He's
fight.
not an attacker. He's
Attacker.
aggressive, yeah.
It's gonna happen to you. You know what I mean? If you got a person that know how to, he threw a lot of punches.
That's
How
the,
many
that's
punches
the
did he
issue
throw?
because usually with a counter puncher, your object is or your objective is rather to like I'm gonna make him miss. When he misses, I'm gonna make him pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna allow me to dictate the pace.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Then I can just start to pick that motherfucker apart because you make them pay for your aggressiveness. But when that motherfucker is hitting you and you can't hit him, like he putting himself in a position to like he tagging your ass and right when you try to counter, you missing. Oh, dude, what the fuck you gonna do? Like,
Right.
that motherfucker is hitting you and you can't hit him. You just out there frustrated.
But he was. Remember you said that one time. But yeah, so that's what we did. I enjoyed it. We conversated a little bit. Hip hop culture hip hop culture. I want to talk about that a little bit. We got the versus battle.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I got my wine. I know
What
what
was this
niggas
one?
I'ma cry over. Like I already got it.
Is this the
already.
really the Ashanti one that you were talking
Yeah.
about? I ain't watching
I
It's
should
gonna
have
be.
cheated. It's gonna bring
Listen.
back so many memories.
Yo, dudes need to just turn their phone off that night. Just turn your phone
I
off.
just think
really
it's
think boys
funny
gonna be
how.
Your girls will be hitting up like, yo, I fucking hate you.
What response you think you gonna get? Like, cause I know there's probably some joints out there that's really gonna be like, it's some things out there that's really gonna have that motherfucker. They got so much to say. You know what I'm saying?
For
All of a
real.
sudden. What's gonna happen when the man like don't respond how you think he should or how you want him to? Whatever the fuck image you got in your mind.
I mean, if
But if you like, yeah, motherfucker, I should have cheated on your ass, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, bitch, you should have.
now if you say that,
I was getting mine, you should have got yours.
now if you say that, and you can, if you say that, and if that girl has that mentality of Keisha Cole wanna fuck your car and shit up, that could happen.
Oh yeah, if she come over there with a motherfucking Jasmine Sullivan, I bust the windows out your car. And that motherfucker be like, I called the cops on your ass.
I'm just saying.
Got some sense. You know what I mean? Oh, I ain't gonna come out there and try to take the baseball bat away from you. I'm just gonna be like, hello 911, this bitch is crazy.
Yo, you're hilarious. But yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I like it.
Bring back memories.
It's definitely gonna bring back a lot of memories. Speaking of which, have you've been listening to some new music, and you was playing it when I was sitting here.
What?
That person you was playing, who was that?
Oh, that was old, cuz.
Oh.
That was played.
The way you was playing it, I was like, I ain't never heard it, but the way you was playing it was like,
That was Player. Man, it's an old R&B group or something back in the day when we was kids. You know who Static Major is?
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Dude that sang Lollipop.
I know who
Dude
Player
that passed away.
is, yeah.
Yes, I knew you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, that was that group. That was a song that was never released.
You had it, so that's what you've been on lately, R&B.
Yeah, man. I'm an R&B dude. Though, so.
But that's what you've been listening to lately.
Oh yeah.
All right. What about you?
I've actually put together a playlist for the book, so people that are on my email list will get. So I've been listening to that
A playlist on your book.
for the book, so you kind of get a
That sounds like some
vibe
emotional
of
shit right there. Send your ass on a journey.
50 songs.
60,
50.
50. Shit.
Damn.
I need, can I be on your email? I want to see.
There you
I want to get my emo
I
back.
just feel like it's gonna have motherfuckers in the mood. Like,
It's
Where
for-
do we sign up for this
It's for
email?
I know.
Well, I put out a Facebook thing, stat. So if you put your email, but I'll get it from you after the show, after we get done recording.
Okay.
It's title though. I don't know if y'all.
I
Have
got
that.
title. Okay, so you want to let us know. I haven't been. I just been listening to. I was listening to Jay-Z because his birthday. I do that a lot. Well, any artist that I really like, I'll put together a playlist and just scroll through. So that's what I've been listening to.
word.
That's it.
I remember that. It was some classic Jigga tracks, man. You forget how ahead of his time he was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of like what he was actually saying.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some classic joints on there. He was dropping some jewels too.
lines,
Yeah.
It was like, I've been watching lately In Living Color.
Okay.
We
Reruns.
obviously a In Living Color dude.
What is it on?
Oh, I got it on the thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing. What thing?
But it's so much funnier now as an
Right.
adult. You know what I'm saying? Than it was. I remember I used to be sneaking watching it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I was like 10 years old when that thing came out. Bro, now as and then you go to school and you talking about the shit like you really understand what the fuck was going on.
Mhm.
You really didn't. Yeah, bro, I was watching Kenny Ivory Wayans. Frenchie was never that funny to me.
Right.
Frenchie is hilarious to me now. Dude, the way he, all that French shit he used to be, how he be fucking up words. Dude.
Yeah.
Yo, Kenny Ivory Wayans was genius, bro. Comedic genius.
They were
Definitely
really
ahead of time.
ahead of their time too.
Yeah, man, it really was. And then you forget all these other comedians
That they put on.
Jamie Foxx,
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, you know what I'm saying? David Allen Greer, Tommy Davidson, you know what I'm saying? All the Wayans,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
They put their whole family on.
That's how you do it.
Even a sister. Remember they got
Kim,
one
yeah,
sister?
Yeah,
She was fun.
But even their kid, now their kids are coming up
Right.
and stuff.
yeah.
Um,
That's really all because of Keenan.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Seen that meme that was like, this the grandmother looking over Thanksgiving dinner like, my pussy created all of this. That's how Keenan probably walked in
Oh
like,
shit!
like my genius created all of this.
That's a fact though. Like Jim Carrey owe his career to Keenan Ivory Wayans. You know what I'm saying?
And they were like one of the first to put out hip hop artists, like
Yeah,
on
promoting
rap,
on it, yeah.
singing.
Shit, Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, well, I was about to say it, Jennifer Lopez.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She a mega star over her career to Keenan.
But she was just a fly girl in there, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She didn't come out as a So there's a couple of dancers that are now choreographers from that show.
Big time, big time. Can we get into local tea?
Let's get into the local. I'm sipping some tea right now too.
It sure is. So this was weeks ago. We were waiting for you to get here to kind of talk about this.
Wait.
I didn't even say what it was yet.
But aside from the obvious, like her being a female, like why was you waiting for like?
Right, like first of all, I didn't take the video. I don't know
Yeah.
the girl.
It's like I'm waiting for you to get it. Like,
I don't have nothing to do with it.
Before we say, I just want to.
I'm just a presenter of. I just cater to tea. That's it.
I know, but we want
I
to let
just
you
share the tea.
spill it. We want you to let you spill it, and we
I'm
was
just
going.
a local beautician. Was outed by her boyfriend's baby mother. So just mess, just a bunch of mess.
Bitter baby mama.
Bitter baby mother, and the bitter baby mother's at blame, but so is the dude. Like you shouldn't be going back and forth between the two, because how was she even able to get your phone? Because she took the video from your phone and shared it to Facebook from his phone.
Yeah.
So that means you're too close for comfort.
proximity,
Like why do you have right? So
Yeah, that's.
first of all, I don't understand the whole exposed people culture. Like I have no desire to.
So you never got to the point where you were mad like, yo,
No, don't get me wrong. I have like with my daughter's father, but it took me like just that one time. Like niggas don't care. Like these people, the ones that are entertaining it, are doing it because it's funny to them. Whether I put it out or not, he still got the people that's on his side. I still got the people that's on my side. We could have had these conversations separately. Like bringing it to the book ain't doing nothing. So and he not gonna change. He gonna be the same dirtbag.
I don't even think it was necessarily like obviously it wasn't about him. Like she didn't do that.
No, she did it to her. But I don't understand
stupid.
the whole explosion and trying to embarrass people and like.
What was the video of?
Her masturbating with some like a retro.
Yeah, it was some shit.
It was like
I seen the motherfucking video. I ain't used to the extension cord shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't seen a dildo. I don't think I've ever seen a dildo on a
charger.
Plug.
It wasn't like.
I think it was a joint where you could change the
dials.
The
yeah,
controls.
but it just looked old school.
All right, man. Listen. All right, so this is my opinion, son.
Huh?
I'm sorry, it had the click thing on it on the.
What the fuck are you talking about?
They didn't have that in a retro base.
Why do you know this? What the fuck is the click thing?
Oh no, I just.
Yeah. Okay. Rick sounds like a super freak. Alright, but listen. So my opinion on this. Alright, this is how I feel about the whole baby mama trying to expose her thing. I want to know if there were other videos that were of better quality, because I've seen the video, I was not impressed.
And maybe that was the worst of.
Because I'm just curious.
Because she had a bonnet on, like that's not attractive.
It was not. It was. It was kind of lackluster. I expected more, given who it was.
And that's why you also have to be careful who you make videos with. One, you gotta be careful that they ain't no clown to share it themselves, and a clown to put themselves in a position where other people have access to it. Two, when I share with you or allow you to videotape me, I'm coming all the way correct. So when this shit get leaked, I can Kim K my family.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Because it's like, yo, listen, you need the motherfucking, like, if the video is super quality, you know what I'm saying, you in that motherfucker, you performing, you know what I'm saying? That thing get leaked, all it does is help your brand.
Right.
You happen to be a business owner, you got a brand to protect. So if you gonna put some shit on, listen, I'm gonna need You know, you
I
got
wake up
you got
one
some
morning
extra
when I'm like,
equipment.
that girl just gonna do poetry. Did y'all see her video? And then the next day I'm gonna be on TMZ, and then the next day I'm gonna be.
They gonna be like, look at Jessica busting it open. God damn. Make me wanna buy some poetry. She still doing shirts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, motherfucker, if you listen, if you could preach, you know what I'm saying, that somebody gonna sow into the ministry, okay? So I'm gonna need you to take them to church.
Right.
You
If
know
you're
what I
gonna
mean?
do
Take
it,
them
do
to
it
church.
right.
It's gonna be. You know how many baby daddies would have been bringing their daughters to her little wig shop so they get their hair done?
Hallelujah.
Oh no, I heard people over there on Kensington. I heard they
Hallelujah.
they got some sales. Baby, no, baby, I'm gonna take her.
I'm gonna take her to get her hair done.
I'm saying
It would have, like, do you know that it just would have been a ripple effect? Fathers would have been better fathers. Her brand would have did better. Like, whatever you do,
he sure is spending more time with
put
his
your all
daughter now.
into it.
Okay.
He always want to take her to get her hair done and her makeup and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He is spending time.
You are so silly.
That nigga up there like, that's the girl. Sneaking pictures and shit. No, nigga, I'm there right now, nigga. You ain't to see the asses up in here.
You're so silly. Off topic before we get into our main topic. I sent it to the group chat about John. Say his last name for me. McAfee.
Oh yeah, McAfee.
All right, I said it right.
Yeah.
Do y'all know who John McAfee is?
I do not. I seen you sent the video, but I didn't get a chance to watch.
John McAfee is the one who came up with the viruses for the computers.
Oh, okay. Oh, the McAfee.
Yeah.
He started the. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where's this documentary on? This called
It's on Showtime.
The Wild Life of John McAfee.
Yeah, on Showtime.
Okay.
First of all, we ain't gonna get too deep into it, but it's just a fetish that he had. Boy was wild.
With fetish of what?
Oh, go ahead and explain it to you.
The woman said, the women's. It was plural. It was like
That word is actually
The
women.
women.
the women. The women's. The women's.
The women's.
That motherfucker added an S and thought like nobody was gonna catch it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
woman.
no,
Anyways,
it's
Like
actually
the women's.
Anyways,
What's a word for
the
that?
young ladies, goddammit.
Ooh, I'm glad that shit was on the air.
The YouTube
The YouTube.
the YouTube channel that I seen it on, actually I Googled went on. Anyways, it's called Hammocks. So the one lady said, well, he used to sit me on the hammock and pull a hole in the hammock, and then used to get underneath it and let me take a poop. In
She
his mouth.
said he would make me shit in his mouth.
The one girl said it. The other girl said poop.
I don't want to watch that.
I don't know why he think we would want to watch it. Well, I guess no, they don't actually show him getting shit.
But I don't
in
want
his
to discuss it either.
No.
Yeah,
I was
it's
talking
not-
about fetishes.
Okay.
It's a weird ass fetish. But besides all of that, it's other stuff that they talk about him.
Okay.
He a monster. Like he was hiring goons to kill people. His dogs was running around the Guantanamo.
Where's he now? Is he dead? Is he in
I ain't get
jail?
that far.
He on a lot of people's desktop.
That's a good one. You can find him anywhere. Just load him up.
There's actually kind of everywhere.
But that was a fetish. I just wanted to speak on that for a second.
No, since you're gonna bring that up, I got to tell you what this motherfucker said, right?
No. I'm a pause it.
Listen. So he brings up this John McAfee shit, right? Now, come to find out, the part that he left out, which is very important, he was apparently holding these women captive, right?
Okay, so he was on his R. Kelly.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Now, these women were, like, apparently he did not want to have sex with them. He just wanted them to shit in his mouth. Right, yeah. So that was how he got off. That was his thing. He wasn't fucking them. He was holding them hostage and telling them to shit in his mouth, right? I would like to tell you what Rick said, right? He was like, man, can you believe that? Because apparently he held these people captive for years. He's like, man, all that time, he didn't even have sex with them. As if he should have. As if he did himself a disservice
By not
in
having
holding
sex.
women hostage by not
If we're gonna have some
fucking
human
them.
trafficking,
Man, I mean, if you're gonna hold some women captive, you could at least have fucked one or two. That's what he's saying. And I'm looking at this motherfucker like he got 7 heads Because I can't understand why the fuck that is a thought. The man is holding these women
I have a
captive.
question.
We're moving on. We're moving on. Main topic. All right.
I mean, come on.
Differences between upgrading and adding value in a relationship. Please explain.
Wait, what? You just can't unload? Like,
Why can't I? Go ahead. Explain.
Please explain. Like, you want to.
Is there a difference between upgrading and adding value?
No. Well, that's what I said. I said that there wasn't a difference. But there's like levels to it, though. You know what I mean?
I think when people go for looks, like that's automatically where their head goes. So they're like, if she looks better than me, if she don't look better than me, then you didn't upgrade. But you don't know what he's receiving out of that relationship. Like, looks is probably the least of it.
Damn, we didn't even talk about the looks part. But
That was
later on.
That was kind of implied. You know what I mean? Like, but when I was talking about it being levels to it, like you could be with, like I gave the example of like a woman being with a man that is, let's say, lower to middle class, and a man that is, you know, upper class or even high upper class, right? So those two extremes, financially or economically, she upgraded, right? That does not necessarily mean that the relationship is better. But being with that man made her financially better off. Mm-hmm. That could be the only one way, the very single way that
he's,
you know what I'm saying? Exactly. That this man is relatively good in her life. You know what I'm saying? She could be lacking every other area, but economically, she upgraded. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, she could be with the man. She can go from being with that man, that rich man, to being with a man that is, say, lower to middle class, again, and receive everything that she was not getting in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Getting the security. You know what I'm saying? The affirmation. You know what I mean? The protection. You know what I'm saying? All of those things. She downgraded economically. You know what I'm saying? But she upgraded overall in terms of the relationship.
If she paid attention enough in that relationship, then she should have learned how to get her own bag and then teach her broke man.
But at this dude could be like, you know what I mean? Like, if he's better off, he's better off. Like, you're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to surpass that. So either way, you're going to downgrade. You know what I mean? Because I'm talking about this.
It depends on what's important to you. Some people, money is important to them.
But that's my whole point, though. Like, the quality of the relationship is different.
Right.
But you did, fiscally, you downgraded. You know what I'm saying? That's just the fact. You know what I mean? So it's like there's the aesthetics, you know what I'm saying? Then those particular areas, you know how people have like their little checklists or whatever. There's those areas, but then there's like the overall quality of the relationship.
You should always have more than one nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I think there's a. Oh my God. You do yourself a disservice, though.
Wait, hold on. Before you go in. What? And you just said you writing a book about ain't shit niggas, and then you just.
And I also said that I am discussing maybe I'm a little ain't shit. It's handed down to me. My grandmother told me to have a nigga for every bill.
What's your toxic trait?
Mine?
Yeah. I think
you just spent it.
No, I don't do that though. Yeah. I don't have it.
I didn't automatically just say she did. I'm just saying. I want to know what is it?
When things get tough out, like for me personally, I'll like disengage and I'll stop talking to people. And I get bored very easily.
You're a man.
I'm about to say.
You're a man.
She said that's what I was like. She been reading my shit.
Holy shit.
But I was raised by my dad, so I was raised by a man, so obviously I'm gonna have some. Like I've never been around my mother.
Shit. No?
My mother gave me to my dad when I was 3 weeks.
Okay. What about you? Basically, that's what it is. What she said.
Yeah, I can disengage. Well, I would say like if I'm not challenged in a relationship, like it's weird to explain. Like I don't want to feel like I got you figured out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I want to feel like you challenge me. You know what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily something that, you know, has to be verbal all the time, but like when I see you like moving forward or being driven towards something, like in a way, and it's like that's what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, so like a woman like that, that's I like headstrong but not stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Do you have to? So when she's in that mode of her creativity and she's trying to get to it, do you have to talk to her all the time?
Nah.
Like, what is the? I'm sorry, but I have to ask this. What is the timetable of like talking? Like, is it like 3 days you go without talking, or is it?
If you go 3 days without talking to me, then
I don't mean it's a difference. I don't mean text. I mean, like, you know, good morning, pleasantries. But then the actual having it, because you know, like men sit on the phone, we sitting on the phone. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it could get boring if what you're saying is.
Yeah, like I can get bored with that very.
Okay, so like.
Plus, I'm gonna feel like there's something else I could be doing.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, like I need you to be kind of like drawn towards a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So, because if you got random time to be on the phone with me for hours, it's something that you're not doing. You know what I'm saying?
And it's not getting to you.
Unless you got all your motherfucking dreams accomplished and you don't want to go no further, I'm assuming you got some shit to do. So, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't that much shit that I'm really going to talk about over the phone. Like, them days is done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in my motherfucking 20s no more. I ain't about to be on the phone with your ass for 5 hours. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? But, like I can do, like, a phone call, and, you know what I mean, nightly. I could even go every other night, for real, like, if we texting and shit like that. And I'm not going to say a whole lot that way either. The best way for me to even, to feel like I'm in a relationship, really, is to spend time around you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, at the same time, I gotta, like, really like being around you, too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be a different version of myself around you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna feel like I'm free. Like, you know what I mean? I like to be in my own space, but I also like to be comfortable if somebody else is in that space. Like, you don't disrupt the energy I got going on.
Energy.
And it take a while for me to, like, I've noticed, you know what I'm saying, as of late, it takes me a while to get comfortable with a motherfucker being in my space like that.
I'm the same way.
That's
And
good.
I also feel like I have different layers. This is the only way I can explain it, is that I have different layers of myself, but all of those layers are of equal importance. And I have yet to find anybody that can speak to all of those layers.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, like, when I talk to somebody, they're usually, I'm attracted to him in one of those areas, like, oh, he's funny, or oh, he's driven, but nobody has had
All the same things.
all of it that are important to me.
Where's the?
So I get bored. So if you're driven, okay, you're driven, but then I'm not nurturing these other aspects of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you have a conversation in the beginning to let them know, like, yo, these things need to be nurtured? These are
Well,
the
I
things?
think it's.
you
I don't know. Maybe
not
for a
really
woman,
not really like, I just want it to come natural. Like, I can tell you my expectations, but I'm not gonna be like, you got to do X, Y, and Z. Like, I want it to be organic.
Right.
And if it's not happening, then I'll fall back.
Right. And
In my
like,
30s, I'll fall back. In my 20s, I'm cheating on you.
now, so I would say too, like I've had the unfortunate experience of, like, showing a person, like, one particular part of myself, and like the part of me that I'm not all the time, like the way that I am, like, I'm not this way all the time, or even most of the time. You know what I'm saying? I showed that to a person very early, and, like,
and they got hooked on that.
yeah, and it was like, you go back to kind of like being regular, and it's not even something that I was doing on purpose. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, that's the version of myself, like you said, the version of myself that they spoke to. So they unlocked that very, very quickly for me. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I'm starting to, we starting to get to know each other a little bit, and it's like, all of a sudden, I have a desire to be a different way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm around you, and it's simply because, like, you don't talk to me on no other level. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually, like, I think as men, we got to take ownership of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm not the only one that does this or has done it. You know what I'm saying? So.
So staying on this relationship and this toxic adding value and things of that nature. Can an alpha male and an alpha female coexist?
Yeah.
Because it's two different energies.
Mm-hmm. True indeed. That's actually
now. If you have like I said, it's two different energies. So I think when people are saying like men and women, the reason why relationships aren't working now is that a lot of men are bringing female energy and a lot of females are bringing male energy.
Mm-hmm.
Talk.
And this is how same-sex relationships could work, because they're two different energies.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're the same sex, it's still two different energies.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they can work out. So an alpha male and an alpha female are still two different energies.
Mm-hmm.
An alpha female, I think you're probably thinking that an alpha female is somebody that's masculine,
right?
And that's not necessarily true.
No.
So, yes.
I'm more so thinking on the lines of like they're not. It's not necessarily thinking like a man. So
no, but like driven, like
driven.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, because you equate being driven with masculine energy.
Right.
That's what she said. That's
okay.
That's
So
not
maybe
necessarily
okay.
true.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not necessarily true. A true alpha female is in touch with her femininity.
Exactly.
So it's best that she be with an alpha male.
Exactly. Let me ask you this: in your mind, what is, when you think the term alpha, when you hear alpha, like, or alpha male, what are characteristics? What are some of the characteristics that an alpha male might possess? Or what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Like the king, the top dog.
Okay, like give me some sort of adjective.
Like he presents himself as, when he comes in the room, you know that he's the
because
person.
what is that he projects?
Like great energy.
Strength, dude. That's what I was trying to get you to say.
Okay.
All right. So, essentially the question that you're asking is, should a strong man and a strong woman be together? Absolutely. If you think about it, that's like the natural order of things. That's why I was asking look for like the head, like the female.
You got a strong woman and a strong
pack and shit.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got a strong man and a strong woman.
Right. That's still
eventually they're gonna crash.
Not necessarily.
Because it's still masculine and feminine energy.
What you're thinking about is, when you think of a strong woman, and a lot of people think this way, is that you're thinking of somebody that is maybe combative, argumentative, driven. They may work a lot, or they're like male haters, and that's not true. That's not a true alpha female.
Right.
A true alpha female is in touch with her femininity and understands the order of the energy. So she's going to naturally, if she's with a true alpha male, she's going to naturally submit, because he's going to naturally lead. And leadership inspires submission. So those two are going to go together.
I like that. However, we had a conversation. We had a conversation.
Thought that was a mic drop.
I thought you finished it.
She finished it, but I want to go to a conversation that we had about alpha males, so that people that didn't pick up how y'all just put that perfect soliloquy together, okay, could put it together. You had a conversation about. You have a conversation about when a man decides not to pull the female's card when she tries to emasculate him. Am I saying it right?
Yeah,
you know I fucked it up before.
Emasculate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he said to me specifically that a alpha male, if he's a true alpha male, is going to check her at that particular moment.
See, I know,
regardless of her feelings.
But there's one caveat to that, to what he just said, and
a true alpha female is not going.
That's exactly what I was going to say. A true alpha female.
So yes, he's going to put that female in his place. Like, okay, listen, you're not going to talk to me like you talk to these other fuck boys, because that's not me.
Exactly.
But she's not an alpha female, because she's not going to try to amass. She's going to know that she can't get away with that to begin with. Exactly. His energy already.
What if?
Ain't no what if. It's natural.
No.
I'll be trying to get him to do that too. Like, he just don't.
No, I'm just giving scenarios.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. What if you've already checked her, right? And because you're in love, and at least you think you're in love, because we got this nigga came up with another sense of love. If you really think you're in love, we'll go into that.
Well, you need to read the book All About Love, and you'll change your whole perspective anyways. Because you're
cool.
very...
Cool.
Hold on, let me finish. Let him finish. Don't do it to him.
You done fucked me up. Okay, so you already done checked it. You think you're in love, so the next time it happens, you kind of like not say anything because you like, I done made you cry after I done checked you.
You ain't really check her though.
But if
he's a real alpha female, he's not in love.
I
can understand him having to check her in a different scenario. Maybe they work together. Maybe he is dating but not dating for marriage, and she tested the waters. But I don't think that a true alpha female would be, or a true alpha male would be attracted to a woman that he even had to check. Because again, it's going to come natural. She's going to know not to do that to begin with.
She's 100% right. Like, as a matter of fact, if she does that, he's immediately unattracted to her. So if he had intentions on dating her seriously,
they could have already be together, but he's in his mind.
Oh, he's
unless she is like, lost him. That one check should have been enough. Like, okay, you know what? And then she's going to study and learn how to fit, and then he's going to, okay, I can work with this. But if he has to check her again, it's definitely a wrap. He's going to pull away.
What's gonna happen is they're gonna have that one incident, the first incident. He gonna put her in check. He gonna call his boys up. You gonna have to have that conversation with your homeboys. You know what I'm saying? You believe we was out? She gonna say this, man? I'm like that. You know what I mean? You know, almost like the Key and Peele's. I was like, bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If you got some men of value, they gonna give you some good insight, some good information, you know what I'm saying, some good advice on how to handle it going forward. You know what I mean? Especially if they know you really like her, you really into her. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give her a chance, you know what I'm saying, see what happens. If she don't get it together and she try you again like that, if an alpha male don't break up with her on the spot, like if it ain't over right there,
it's gonna be over.
It's about to be over. Cause he's no longer even attracted to her no more. You know what I'm saying? She become just a regular, like she become a joint. You know what I mean? He gonna be like, I'm through with this bitch, but the pussy was good, so I keep her around for a little bit. And then when I'm done with her, I'm done with her.
Okay. I need you to send me that book so we can talk about it.
I'll buy it for you. You can have my copy.
Well, that's it. That's it for this episode. We have nothing else left to talk about. You guys kind of stole the show with your alpha male and alpha female.
I didn't know it was. I thought that was it. That was all the topics.
Yeah.
Oh, then we went through that fast.
Part of the day, man.